Unending Dawn is one of the most anticipated upcoming action gacha games. The reason so many people are excited for this is because it is essentially a Dark Souls slash Elden Ring gacha with a very Elden Ring aesthetic, with very weighty combat. It's not fast, it's not flashy, it's not over the top. This is a gacha game with a combat system that is contrastingly different to any other gacha game out there right now. And what that means is that it is going to appeal to a different demographic of player. Wuthering Waves had fast, flashy combat that was very different to Genshin, therefore people wanted to try Wuthering Waves purely to experience something significantly different to what they were used to. But up until this point, other than I think like 2 different trailers, the devs have been very, very silent. There's been no social media updates, there have been no interviews, no additional trailers until like a week and a half ago when a tweet was made over on Twitter, the China Hero Project Twitter specifically, that goes on to state Unending Dawn, a game from Parse's Fate Studio, is a multiplayer, yes, you did hear that correctly, multiplayer. This is not a single player focused gacha, this is a multiplayer focused gacha. Multiplayer open world action game set in a world ravaged by a massive catastrophe. This disaster has left wildlife transformed into dangerous creatures with the color curse, while the survivors can only struggle for survival in the shadows of the day of Unending Dawn. Gamers are set to embark on the path of cognition, confronting the dangers and unknowns of ancient legends to seek the turd, or not to seek the turd, but to seek the truth. And if any, a glimmer of hope. The game is expected to be released on both PS5 and PC. So this is where I'm a little confused. When this game was initially announced, we were led to believe that it was releasing cross-platform onto PC and mobile. Yet as of this tweet, it has been confirmed that it is releasing on PC and PS5. Now, that doesn't mean it's not releasing onto mobile, it's just, for whatever reason, they have chosen to omit that bit of information. It is very likely to be releasing completely cross-platform everywhere. This is, in theory, a gacha game after all. You can swap between characters, you can field one character and then a group of characters and swap between them while engaged in battle. The graphical style is stunning, the combat looks so good. Everything about this game looks like it could potentially be a competitor for 2025's biggest gacha. And now that we know it is confirmed to be getting a PS5 release as well, that just expands its chances of success. Speaking of success, MTashed, who I'm sure you all know, made a tweet yesterday, or August 15th, that was yesterday as of recording this video, 2 days ago as of this video going live, where he stated, last night Zenless Zone Zero had an insane amount of view botters at the launch of the patch. Only a few creators like Fobmaster and Sweetly VT, were streaming to actual viewers. This is pretty crazy. Also weird that the devs are streaming at patch launch farming Twitch drops. Now, the images he posted were Zenless at 41,000 viewers. The official Zenless Twitch had 8,500. It looks like there are other channels, ZZZ Live 1, Last Stand 9, Not Me Name, ZZZ Live 3. They'll have hundreds of views. ZZZ Live 2. I mean, HoYo is no stranger to view botting. I'm sure you are all well aware of exactly how often this happens. HoYo do it to keep Genshin relevant, they do it to keep Honkai Star Rail relevant, they do it to keep Zenless relevant, evidently. MTashed wasn't the only person that saw this. If you scroll down into the comments, Fobmaster also went on to state, I pointed this out before I ended stream. Kinda odd that the devs themselves would run drop streams while also running a streaming event, but also wholly the bots were out in force. So, for whatever reason, all these additional ZZZ Live 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 channels were also simul streaming with drops enabled, which, if you think about it, were kind of taking away viewership from legitimate channels, but they were also significantly boosting via view botting the entire category. This is this is something that I see HoYo do all the time. This is arguably one of the things that only HoYo as a gacha studio seem to do. I don't know why. They're the biggest gacha studio in the world. They have some of the biggest gacha games around the world. view botting seems completely pointless. Before I discuss anything else, let me take a moment to thank my incredible patrons over on Patreon and my YouTube channel members who allow for me to continue to do dedicated videos like this every single day. You guys are phenomenal. I can't thank you all enough for the support, and let's keep talking. Speaking of HoYo, it turns out their new game, that Animal Crossing Stardew Valley themed gacha, it has an official name. According to information supplied via Reddit, the new game is being titled Astaweave Heaven. The name has already been registered in China, the intellectual property. They even have an official logo for the game, what seems to be red panda. I think this could be an interesting amount of fun. Like, I don't know, I was never a big fan of Animal Crossing. I was never a big fan of Stardew Valley. I like fast-paced, like in your face, but also very like easy to complete gacha games. Don't require massive quantities of your time to invest into it. I'm not really a big fan of the casual gacha. Azur Promilia has been attacked recently. Is Azur Promilia hyped too much? I don't get why people are hyping Azur Promilia to get released in 2024 or 2025 when the reason why is because it looks so good and it offers so much more than current gachas do. Aerial mounts, actual mounts, crazy graphics, a farming system. When it was released, just a single trailer and a gameplay video, which is a lot more than some games like Mugen. Mugen had like a 2-minute pre-rendered trailer. And bad-mouthing Project Mugen. Oh, okay. Wait, what? Bad-mouthing Project Mugen has done the same thing too. Also, same counts for Arknight's Enfield, which looked good in the technical test. So apparently, people are claiming that Azur Promilia is a game that they're excited for, and they're not excited for Mugen, or they believe that Mugen isn't a real game or something, I don't know. And for whatever reason, this person decided to make an entire thread dedicated to hating on Azur Promilia. He's like, why are people hating on Project Mugen and Arknight's Enfield when they should be hating on Azur Promilia because Azur Promilia sucks? What? And finally, concerning Wuthering Waves 1.2 officially launched yesterday. I'm going to be streaming this over on Twitch at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's a couple hours after this video goes live, if you're interested in joining me over on Twitch. But interestingly, when Zheja should have been the character that most people were talking about because she is actually a very cute character, all across social media, Twitter, Reddit, there are threads like this. The dude is way too pretty in game. I agree, he is a very, very attractive guy. But, oh my god, why has Kudo made him so sexy in game? Again, I do think he's a very good looking guy, but holy crap. Bro is too handsome for a free character. Yeah, I do agree. Free characters should be ugly. Kind of like what Genshin did with Aloy from Horizon Zero Dawn. He actually genuinely looks better here than he did in his promotional material, which is crazy. A free 5-star must be useless and badly designed. Kudo. Dude, they are absolute. Not only is Kudo killing it with character designs like always, but dude, people are obsessed with this guy, with Shang Liao. But more than that, the character I'm more obsessed with, this one right here. Kudo, hear me out. We need a military police mommy. Seriously. The NPCs in Wuthering Waves, top tier. Incomparable to any other gacha game out there. Except for maybe Zenless. Zenless and Wuthering Waves, they have the best, I think, NPC character models. And holy dude, she's packing. Now, if none of this is of any interest to you, absolutely no problem. I got you covered 2 different videos on screen right now that might be more up your alley.